Mickey.
Des.
Did you do anything with that information I gave you about Peter Marsden?
No. Decided not to.
You like your dog on it yesterday?
Yeah, well, I slept on it. Chandler finds out I've been sniffing about our mystery. Best of loose sleeping dogs where they are, eh?
Late.
Hey.
Is that room still gone?
I thought you weren't interested.
I didn't want to impose, you know what I mean?
When can you move in?
See you tonight, eh?
Who rattled your cage?
No one. I'm just feeling good.
Must be a woman, then.
Well, to be honest with you, Sarge, it's been a horrible few months. What with the fire and everything. I'm just glad it's all over. Shift.
You Des Taviner?
Who's asking?
Jeffrey Simpson. Currently boarding at Her Majesty's pleasure. Reckons you're responsible.
And?
He wants a word.
Does he know?
Yeah, he does.
Or what?
Poor Chief Inspector Conway met a nasty end. Burned to death in his car.
You don't scare me.
Oh, I think I do.
All right, Des.
Can I have a word?
Yeah.
Yeah, over there.
Do the desk for us.
Sure. You see, there's this mate of mine, right? And if someone wants to see him, and believe me, he really doesn't want to see them. Now, what do you reckon he should do?
Well, it's personal, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
And this person in trouble, aren't they?
In a word, yes.
And are they likely to get your friend into trouble?
Look, what is this, 20 questions?
Well, look, I look at it like this. They'd be better off going to see them, front it out. Otherwise, they never know, will they?
Yeah. I reckon you're right, Reggie, babe. Right, I'll tell him that.
I mean, whatever else happens, if they're a police officer, they got right on their side, haven't they?
Yeah. Listen, can you do me a favour? Can you cover for me? I'm not feeling too well.
I don't want your me craze, is it?
Thank you, Dr.
Well, don't worry. I'll tell Sergeant Boyle.
Des Taviner. Blimey, Des Taviner. Where have they been hiding you?
Billy? Billy Winters? How are you, mate? Must be 2 years.
Well, like 3 or 4, mate. What you doing here? I thought you was in the Met.
Yeah, I am, Billy. It's just, look, I don't mean to be rude or anything, but I'm sort of undercover, if you know what I mean.
Sorry, Des. I haven't, you know...
No, you're all right, mate.
Yeah, of course. Off you go.
Cheers. You wanted to see me? So, no one knows I'm here. No uniform. So what's the deal? All right, if you got nothing to say, fine.
Sit down, Pissy Taviner.
Name's Brown. John Brown.
Sit down, Pissy Taviner.
Go on.
I'm just a criminal to you, aren't I? Easy mistake to make, I suppose. You are only a copper, after all.
You're the lowest form of criminal, Simpson. You're a cop killer.
That's a terrible thing to be, isn't it, Des? Of course, you're wrong. I'm not a criminal. I'm a warrior.
You what?
Oh, you can judge me like a criminal. You can even find me guilty. You can lock me away for years. But that's not going to affect the course of the war. Didn't take me long to get a note to you, did it, Des? And can you imagine how many more people I can get notes to? And can you imagine what those people are prepared to do? No, of course you can't. Because you don't understand what people will do when they're fighting for what they believe in.
Enlighten me.
So you're used to fighting criminals, Des, and criminals do what they do because they're greedy. And greed makes people weak. That's why you only need a bunch of half-wit coppers like you to round them all up. But we're fighting a war. We're defending what we love. That makes us strong. Very strong. Well, you must have heard those stories about mothers lifting cars to free their trapped children. That's love, Des. That's strength. That's what you're up against.
And who's the enemy in this beloved war of yours?
No. It's not who, Des. It's what. It's weakness. It's imperfection.
Don't tell me. Foreigners.
Some of them are foreign, sure. But not all of them by any means. We've got friends all around the world, Des. Europe, America, South Africa. They're foreigners, but they're not the enemy.
Well, that's nice. You must get a lot of cards come Christmas.
Some of them aren't even foreign, but we still consider them enemies. But they aren't the real danger. The real danger are the traitors, the enemy within. Liberals, politicians, coppers.
I wasn't aware I was fighting a race war.
Oh, but you are, Des. Someone once said, England was led by adventurers when she built her empire. Now she is merely ruled by incompetence. It's true, that, isn't it? Our rulers, pathetic lot, aren't they? Greedy, weak.
Never really had much time for them.
Exactly. See, you and I aren't so different after all, Des. Do you know who it was who said that, by the way? Adolf Hitler. You should read Mein Kampf, Des. You might like it.
Well, thanks for the history lecture. But I'm not even supposed to be here. So can you get to the point?
But that is the point, Des. You are supposed to be here.
So what is this all about, then?
6 of your colleagues died in that fire. Now, I would love to paint 6 little Bobby's helmets on my Spitfire, but I can't. Because you and I both know I didn't do it.
There's a stack of evidence against you.
There's nothing, Des.
The forensics.
Oh, yeah, the glass. Now, how come that was there when I was nowhere near the fire? Odd, that, isn't it?
You were there.
Witnesses?
We'll find them.
I bet you will.
What do you care anyway? You're going down for Conway.
Might as well hang for a sheep as for a lamb, eh? See, I see it the other way. If I can prove I was fit up for the fire, then my conviction for Conway looks pretty shaky, doesn't it?
So how come I'm sitting here and not your lawyer?
Well, that's the interesting bit, isn't it? See, I've been doing some thinking. Now, I know coppers fit people up all the time, but this is different. 7 dead. 7 of your own. Even coppers must feel more than just inconvenience when that happens. It's personal. You can lie to other people, but you can't lie to yourselves. You'd want to catch whoever done this, and you'd want to see him rot in jail.
So?
So, someone must have a damn good reason to fit me up. And the only reason I can think of is self-preservation. Someone set that fire, and someone badly needs a scapegoat. There's only one copper at Son Hill who had both the motive and the opportunity to fit me up for it. Can you guess who that is, Des?
Who's gonna believe you?
You are.
You lads nicked his mobile phone.
Any description?
I see one, late teens.
Can I go now?
Yeah, you'll have to come with us to make a statement. It won't take long. Come on.
Why don't you give it to CSU?
Why?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, isn't it?
No, not to me.
It's just a straightforward robbery, isn't it?
Well, if it is, then CSU will give it you back.
What's his problem?
Right, here we are.
Yeah, thanks.
Not exactly filled with enthusiasm, is he?
I came to Sunhill to be a police officer, not be an errand boy for Gilmore.
Well, why don't you have a word with him? Let him know how you feel. I'm sure he'll give you more responsibility. He's a fair man.
Not with me, he isn't.
Oh, he's just testing you. But once he sees you're up to the job, you'll be fine.
PC Ashton arrived a boy, escorted some kids across the road, left a man.
Yeah, thanks, Des.
Well, go if you're going. Me and Reggie Babe have got proper police work to be getting on with. And don't forget your lollipop.
Well, this is where I left her. She told me to run and get help. She was fighting with them.
I'll call for some help to look for her and then we'll get you home, OK? Sierra Oscar from 362.
Go ahead.
Assistance required, Victoria Park. Possible abduction.
Any unit assist at 362 at Victoria Park, over.
Sure you should get that?
Whatever.
Yeah, Sierra Oscar from Sierra 1, Sharsdale?
Received.
What's Lollipop Boy doing in the park anyway?
Someone's very keen to get hold of you. That's the third time this afternoon. Do you want me to see what it is?
Leave it.
I thought the idea of text messages was that you were supposed to read them.
I want to help you look for Billy. I can't just leave her.
You'll be safer at home. She may be on her way back by now. Listen, don't worry, we'll find her.
Billy!
Listen, go back to the road and wait for the police car, OK? Go on, go! Sierra Oscar from 362. Just heard a gunshot from the lodge in Victoria Park.
362.
Clear left! Clear right! Clear right!
It's all right, it's done!
Suspect is down!
Could have had your head blown off.
Oh, listen, don't listen to him, mate. You did very well. He's got women trouble.
There he is. Well done, Luke.
Thanks, Cass.
Sergeant Boyden said that J guy's got foreman mile along.
Inspector Gold's going to love you. You're probably after.
You all right, Des?
Yeah, why shouldn't it be?
You just look a bit under the weather, that's all.
Didn't sleep much last night, did I?
Spare me the details. Where are you going now?
I've got something to do.
What?
I won't be long.
What am I supposed to do? Wait.
10 minutes only, OK?
Afternoon, Dave.
I should have taken care of you while I had the chance. One of your little friends.
You're overtired, Des. You've been trying to think, haven't you? Wearing out your brain cell. You need to take a break.
I can still hurt you, you know. Even in here.
Don't you think stitching me up was enough?
You got what you deserved.
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, PC Taviner, but the text messages have nothing to do with me. See, I know what you did. By the looks of it, I'm not the only one, am I?
These calls you're getting obviously winding you up something chronic, aren't they?
Probably still somebody thinks it's April Fool's Day, eh? Let's just forget it.
Yeah. That'll be somebody on the relief messing about. You don't have to tell me about it. Bunch of kids. Of course, the trouble with mobile phones is half of them are nicked and the other half are pay-as-you-go jobs. Can't trace the numbers on them.
Well, like I said, Reggie, babe, let's just forget it, eh? What a cheeky little... Have you seen that?
Yeah, it's charming.
Did you recognise any of them?
Yeah, one of them was one of the kids that Tony had dealings with.
Why are they still going on about the fire? That was weeks ago.
Yeah, well, you know, kids.
Listen, what's the latest on the fire?
How do you mean?
Are there any loose ends hanging round? A mitt sniffing round anyway?
How would I know what mitt to do, why?
Listen, you never told anyone that we've airbled up Simpson, did you?
Of course I haven't, you idiot. What do you think I am, suicidal?
Could anyone have found out?
Not unless you told him. And anyway, we'd both know about it, wouldn't we? So what's the sudden panic about?
Who's panicking? I just don't want that Blade Simpson getting off the hook, that's all.
You better not be holding out on me. If there's something going on, I want to know about it.
I told you, there's nothing. And if you hear about anything, you better tell me, all right?
Well, you'll hear about it, all right. Don't you worry.
Just give us a minute, will you?
What are you doing, Des? We're supposed to be going out on patrol. You'll get us both shots.
Just go and wait in the car, will you? Give me a break.
Come on, Des, get a move on.
Lovers tiff then, Reg.
You've been sending me messages. Who are you? All right. Suit yourself. But I don't know what you're on about. What is it you think you know? What proof? I think you're full of crap, mate. All right. I will put the phone down.
You gonna tell me what it's all about?
A mate of mine. He's having a few problems, that's all.
Uh-huh. Explains all the strange messages.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, if you tell me, I might be able to help.
All right. Someone's trying to blackmail him.
Blackmail? For what?
He's been giving it to this bird. And this fella has threatened to tell his wife unless he coughs up.
Well, of course, officially, he should go to the police.
He can't do that. He's got too much to lose.
And you've been helping him. Don't tell me you've been giving him money as well.
Never mind that. What do you reckon? What are his options?
Well, like I say, he should come to us. Failing that, he's got three choices.
Well, go on.
Well, tell his wife and hope she understands. Or pay up, but risk being squeezed for money for the rest of his life.
What's the third one?
Make it not worth the blackmailer's while to spill the beans.
And how would you do that?
Look, I'm speaking hypothetically here, obviously, but what ideally we would just get rid of him.
Put the fear of God into them.
149 from Sierra Oscar. Automotive shop, Nellfield Road. Shoplifting now. Can you deal?
Hey, that's them blades from yesterday. Let's go after this one. I want a word with you.
Get your hands off me, pig.
What's all this graffiti about, Sonny, like?
Why, what's the matter? Touchy subject, is it?
What's that supposed to mean? I said, what's that supposed to mean?
Des, let me deal with it.
Just tell me, eh?
I know this kid.
Just stay out of it, will you?
Come on, let Tony deal with it. I thought you promised me you wouldn't get into any more trouble, eh? What have you been nicking this time?
Nothing, ask your mate.
Well, what are you doing then?
Those other boys, they made me go into the shop with them.
Oh, yeah.
No, I believe in Tony. I told you I saw those kids pushing him around earlier.
Well, choose your friends more carefully in future. Get yourself off only.
You're not going to let him go, are you?
Well, I doubt you'd rather take him round the corner and knock 3 bales out of him, wouldn't you?
Soft get.
God, what is it with these birds, eh? She's barely at the next 2 minutes and she's already hitched up with some fancy brief.
She's actually been going out with him for 2 years, gal.
Well, all the more reason to give someone else a chance, innit? She could have at least checked out the local talent first. Me, for instance.
Hey, Des, fancy coming down the pub later? Drink for Kerry's engagement?
No, I've got something that needs... Right, I'm at the canal. Yeah, I can see the bag. But where are you? Yeah, but I wanted to see you. You know, so we could have a talk about things, sort things out. All right, I'm putting the money in the bag now. Okay, the money's... Hello? Crafty.
What's the matter, huh? You weren't thinking you'd have a go at me, were you? Remember, this is just a down payment. You got 24 hours to raise another grand, all right?
Now, the only car going through at the right time is a Rover. I can't read the registration.
We've got another camera on the gate.
Have you? Put it on. There you go, stop. Bingo. Got you.
Yo, Des. What are you doing here?
I was just having a look, see who the victim was. I was in the hospital about something anyway.
Is Anthony Melder, is it? Gee, someone had it in for him.
Yeah, got a fractured skull. He's going to be out of it for a while, according to the nurse.
You wanted to look at this?
It's for CID.
Penknife, keys, money.
Yeah, a fat mobile phone. It should have some numbers stored on it. Give us some...
Is that the mother?
Yes, it is. Look, Des, why don't you tell me who this Mark Davey kid is? All I know is he drives a red scooter.
In a minute. What did you say to her?
Well, like agreed that her son's mate was in hospital. We needed to contact him urgently.
Did you get the mobile number?
Yes, here you are. Look, why don't we go and look for him ourselves? She's told me a couple of places where he might be.
Because I want to keep it unofficial, don't I? I want to talk to him on the phone first, in private.
Look, Des, if this is about your mate who's being blackmailed, why don't you just come out and tell me? You want me to help you, but you won't trust me enough to confide in.
Look, I'll tell you everything about it once I get on top of things, OK? Mark Davey, I'll come straight to the point. Me and you've got something to sort out. This is the bloke that you and your mate were trying to blackmail before he got his teeth kicked in. What's the matter? Surprised to know who you are? Well, listen, I want to make a deal. I don't know what it is or how you came by it, but I want this evidence you've got against me. You're too right, I'm a nutter. And I'm the last person on the planet you want to screw with right now. Remember what happened to your mate? I'm afraid the same thing's going to happen to you. I mean, it's not going to be worth you staying alive if I don't get what I want. You say anything and you're dead. Now I need this sorting. I've got nothing to lose. Hello? About what?
About why your mobile phone number showed up on Anthony Mulder's phone.
I haven't got a clue.
Oh, so it's just coincidence you were at Mulder's bedside, was it?
I've already explained that.
Drop it, I'm not simple. You came to me yesterday panicking that someone may know about Simpson. And now your name comes up in the middle of a blackmail investigation. Oh, yeah. I know that Mulder was blackmailing someone before he got his kick in.
You're putting 2 and 2 together and making 10.
Am I? Where were you at 11 o'clock this morning?
Oh, so it was me that beat him up now, was it?
You tell me.
I don't know what you're going on about.
You better tell me what's going on. This is my tackle on the chopping block as well as yours.
Just get off me back!
You tell me, or tell me I'm...
Oh, what? What are you gonna do, eh? What? Stevie, it's Des. Just shut up and listen, will you? I don't want any information. I want dope. As much as you can get. Crack, whiz, anything.
What are you doing now?
Not now.
Yes, now, Des. Look, I'm sick and tired of covering for you while you disappear up on your secret missions. Are you listening to me? I just spent another half an hour creeping round the Nick while you went off God knows where.
What do you want from me, eh? Why don't you just get off me back?
I would like you to do your job for a couple of hours before we get all into some office.
Why don't you stop whining and just back your partner up for a change?
Well, I would if I knew what we were doing.
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get enough dope and plant it on someone so that they go down for 5 years, and then I'm gonna get him on his own, and then I'm gonna... Look, I'm sorry, Reggie, babe. I'm only winding you up. But you're just gonna have to trust me on this one and look the other way.
Yeah, well, if it's Mark Davey that you're looking for, I think you'll find CID beat us to it.
So you want to talk to me now, do you?
Yeah. Has that Mark Davey said anything yet?
He's waiting for a brief. But trust me, Des, as soon as he's covered his backside, he's going to spill the beans. Tell me what he knows, Des.
Well, if it's any consolation, I'm pretty sure you're out of it. It's got nothing to do with you.
What does that mean, I'm out of here?
Well, like I said, if it had anything to do with you, you'd know about it by now. Anyway, thanks, mate. Thanks for the info.
What are you on about? Oi!
Reg, you sit down over here, mate. I've got something to say.
What is it?
Look, I'm sorry, Reggie, babe. For yesterday and today and for being a pain in the ass. I'm sorry for everything.
For everything?
You better go and see Boyd and tell him you need a new partner. Because after refs, I'm not coming back to work.
Eh?
I've reported sick. I'm going to go and see Chandler in half an hour and... Well, I've got something to tell him.
You're not making a lot of sense here, Des.
It'll all make sense to you when you find out later.
There you are.
Look, I'm just on my way to see Chandler. Let me do that first, eh?
This'll only take a sec. Melder just woke up and he's not saying squat, which is hardly surprising, considering the kicking he got. We got the whole story from Mark Davey.
Not interested.
You're in the clear.
Hey?
Looks like Melder just got your number out of a hat. He's done it to hundreds of people. Some kind of sick game.
You're joking.
No joke, Des. But what I want to know is, if your guilty conscience isn't anything to do with Simpson, what is it to do with?
Des, sorry to keep you waiting, but we'll have to make it fast, whatever it is.
Sorry, sir, I've got to go.
Oh, I'll speak to you later.
No, you're right, Sarge, I'm done. Sir?
Getting that, I'm getting fat.
No, Tom. You're not fat. You're just built to withstand the elements. Yeah, what you doing back? I think you reported off sick.
Yeah, I did, yeah. But I had to lie down in the FME's room and I feel much better now. Must have only been a migraine.
Kind of like a pain in the neck.
Yeah, for a drink? I'll probably go for one tomorrow. I think I owe you one, don't I? See you, Reggie, babe.
What's that all about?
Search me.
A nice job they done. You'd never know there'd been a fire, would you? I'll see you around.
The dirty get!
Yeah, well, she left him alone. Old Rope was renowned for that.
Well, why didn't you tell me before he puked up all over me? Where are you going, Reggie, babe?
I'm going to wait in the car.
Oh, no, you're not. I'm not soft, you know. I know what this is all about. You're scared because of this lottery thing, aren't you?
Well, I just don't want any more hassle, that's all.
You've done nothing wrong. You changed your numbers, no one else's. You don't have to answer to any of them.
Oh, Gary. You all right?
Will you stop blanking Reggie over this lottery business?
Something funny's going on with Tony.
How do you mean?
We get a call to come back here urgently. When we do, Lee Dwyer's stepdad attacks Tony, then Cullen mushes him off.
Wonder what he's been up to.
What we do that for?
To change the expression on your gob. Look, Reg, I was part of that syndicate. If anyone should have a cob on, it should be me. I lost a fortune, but is my face sipping me over? No.
Yeah, but you're not in danger of being lynched, are you?
Look, if anyone gives you stick, give them stick back.
But the thing is...
Right.
Right.
Right. Good.
Seven.
Well? Well?
Well, what?
That bird. I just gave her 7. I'd like to give her 1. What do you think?
Well, I didn't notice.
It's not like you.
Yeah, well, I've got other things on my mind, haven't I?
Change the bleeding record, will you?
Well, no, I've made my mind up, Des. I'm going to ask for a transfer.
Oh, go away.
Well, I'm not going to live this down, am I?
Look, you can't leave me on my own, Reggie, babe. How would I cope without seeing your happy, smiling face every day?
Is it my imagination, or has that McGann been tailing us for the past hour?
Not as soft as you look, are you?
Do you know what all this is about?
Simpson, probably. I'll try and do anything to get off.
But this is a bit weird. Des, that was a red. What'd you do that for? You could have caused an accident.
Looks like we're going to have to teach this fella a naughty boy. Running a red light.
Sorry, officer, I didn't see it.
Driving licence.
Don't have it on me.
Any proof that you're the owner of this vehicle?
Sorry, no. I could take someone down the station, though.
I'd prefer it if you told me why you've been following me around.
Following you? Don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, yes, you do. You've been on my tail for the last couple of hours.
Must be a coincidence.
You one of Simpson's lackeys?
Who?
All right, Mr. Lindsay. I'm arresting you under Section 25. Failure to produce ID. Sarge, Greg Lindsay. Jumped a red light, failed to produce ID, and I'd like to check the legal ownership of his vehicle.
Right. Empty your pockets, please.
Cash?
Can I have your full name, please?
You all right?
Fine, yeah. On top of the world. How are you?
Occupation?
Well, I've been better, yeah.
Yeah, I bet you have. And so have I, and do you want to know why?
I think I already do.
Yeah, because you're the stupid fool who's lost us 5 million big ones, aren't you?
Look, Cash, can we just...
Just say it.
74.
Got told here, then, eh?
Simpson's not helping himself, is he, harassing a police officer? Maybe you should mention that.
Nah, forget it. It'd take more than Simpson to scare me. Any news on the kiddie fiddler?
It's not funny, Des.
Well, he's been suspended, so they're taking the accusation seriously.
It's like my old mum used to say, there's no smoke without fire, and she was usually right. Stamped single, isn't he?
What's that got to do with it?
Have you ever seen him with a bird? Exactly. I've never even heard him mention one either.
I think it's sick. How could anyone do that to a child?
They're not right in the head.
I've read up on it. It's psychological. Apparently the abuser thinks the child is up for it. There was one bloke convinced himself a 6-year-old girl was giving him a come up.
And you reckon that's what Stamp's been like with this kid?
No, I'm not saying that at all. Look, can we talk about something else?
Like the lottery?